was such a hard 6A. Like what? You have like nothing here, and these are like your footholds. Like what? That was like 6B plus 6C hard. Like what? The orange one didn't felt like a 60 plus, but right, just like way harder and way more sketchy. Like 6C, like there's no way. And also it's also really dangerous. Like this hold right here is like too big, so if you go dynamic to the end hold, the point will basically like scratch against your upper body. Like I think if you go for it 100%, this could be like really dangerous.
You and I walking on a tightrope. Can we get it back again? Look at us getting lost, watching as the lights strobe, trying not to lose our heads. Yeah, I know you're already gone, but I can't seem to forget your love. Saying I was wrong wasn't good enough. You got me high just to watch me fall. Yeah, I know you're already gone, but I can't seem to forget your love. Saying I was wrong wasn't good enough. You got me high just to watch me fall. You and I, asking where the time goes. Can we get it back again? We forgot how it was, tragic that we lost hope, trying not to lose our heads. I don't feel no love tonight, 'cause your touch just feels so cold. I don't feel no love tonight. I know you're already gone, but I can't seem to forget your love. Saying I was wrong wasn't good enough. You got me high just to watch me fall. Yeah, I know you're already gone, but I can't seem to forget your love. Saying I was wrong wasn't good enough. You got me high just to watch me fall. Yeah, I know you're already gone, but I can't seem to forget your love. Saying I was wrong wasn't good enough. You got me high just to watch me fall.
So before we're gonna go into the rating, the reason why I didn't do 7B in this session was because the gym only had 7As. There was one slab that I didn't do, but for the rest I did every 7A and 7A plus in the gym. The reason why they didn't have the 7B was because they were busy with making boulders for the competition that was held there on July the 3rd. So that's why there weren't any 7Bs. And also later on, there still weren't any 7Bs, and there were only like 3 7A/7A plus boulders that were created. So yeah, I guess it didn't really matter at all at the end, but alright. So yeah, now I normally will be rating the gym, but I'm now going to do it a little bit differently. I'm going to call out some good things about the gym and some bad things about the gym. And yeah, I'm going to rate everything still on the subject, but I'm going to first call out some positive things and then some negative things, and then I'm going to rate every aspect quite fast. So let's begin with the training area. So yeah, some good things about training area is that you have hangboards, pull-up bars, and soon also a tension board too. Bad things about the training area is that you don't have a lot of weights. The training area is split in two parts, a left and right side, with both having different things for training. Walking with weights is harder because of this reason. You will also miss a campus board, which a lot of other training areas do have, and it's also quite an important thing because, well, a lot of other training areas do have that, and it's also quite important to also build more arm strength and explosive power, which, basically almost every single gym at least has some kind of like campus board. So yeah, for me, with all of this said, I think I'm going to give the training area a 7.5. So yeah. So yeah, now for the wood setting, a few good things about the wood setting is that you have that the boulders use outdoor style like holds, which is really really nice. You have a lot of different like dynamic and static type of boulders, which is also really nice. So you don't just have one thing, but you have different things as well. And I also do think that the power boulders are set it really, really nicely and really well. They have a really nice flow to them and it feels really nice to climb. Some bad things though is the boulders are mostly focused on one hard, scary move. For example, the 6B plus orange one where you have to hit a dino, and kind of do like a ninja kick. If you miss that foothold, it's basically over. And then you have like the 7A plus blue boulder, which is also you have to really trust on your feet and also stand up on that foothold. With both of these boulders, the problem is that if you don't if your foot slips away or you don't hit the hold on the orange, for example, correctly, you can fall quite badly or quite nasty, and you can break or injure something in your body. And there's also quite a lot of reviews saying that as well, which we're going over in a few minutes. But yeah, these scary non-safe boulders are usually in the non-overhanging part, because in the overhanging part it's really, really nice. For the rest, the boulders, the grades are all over the place. Min 6A slab feels way harder than some 6B pluses and 6Cs in the gym. 7A plus and 7A boulders sometimes feel easier than some 6C boulders, and it sometimes feels like the boulders miss a lot of handholds and footholds, and it sometimes feels like they kind of forgot that when building a boulder because they were so psyched on having built it. Um, so yeah, for me the wood setting is just not really that great, and I really didn't also enjoy it that much. It was more like, I mostly felt scared than that I really enjoyed the boulders. So yeah, for me it's going to be a 3 for wood setting. Alright, now sociality slash friendliness. The good things that I find with like the gym when it comes to sociality slash friendliness is that climbers in the gym are really, really friendly. Staff was really, really friendly and were cheering you on when you climbed the boulder, a really hard one or easy one. A bad thing is that there weren't many climbers in the gym in the middle of the day. Climbers that were climbing in the gym were mostly climbing together with their friend. They weren't really that open with you than just the climbers that just climbed alone in the gym, which was like a little bit of a bummer. But I think, yeah, because it's quite empty in the gym in the middle of the day, I think I'm going to rate the sociality slash friendliness a 8 in this gym. Alright, now for cleanness. So yeah, some good things about cleanness is that the holds felt clean, the gym's changing rooms felt clean, and the stuff lying in the training areas that you can use for training felt clean too. The gym wasn't dusty, and the sit places and railings in the gym were also very, very clean. The only bad thing was that the holds can feel quite sweaty because of the quite bad ventilation in this gym. Um, so yeah, that's why I'm going to rate it a 9.5. Alright, let's now go through the air quality, conditioning and ventilation. So yeah, for air quality, I felt like the warm air was trapped. It was really hard to breathe also. If you were like climbing really hard or even like climbed a little bit, you felt that quite badly. It was also really easy to sweat. You could also see that on my t-shirt, that the sweat was like really like sucked in. For conditioning, there was one open door at the entrance. Like, what can I say? And for the rest, for the ventilation, there weren't any ventilators. So yeah, the air couldn't really escape, or they were like placed this way that you couldn't feel it. Um, and I think like the best way to place ventilators is basically to just make like kind of like, corners where you just place a ventilator so there can like be air that just like comes this way, just goes away, and not just placing it above where the air still just stays inside. I think a lot of bowling gyms make that same mistake, and I think there are only a few gyms that learned from that mistake and did use it correctly, because I think if you place ventilators in like corners, the air can easily like blow more away and it can be cooler in the gym. Instead a lot of gyms just place the ventilators above, which don't really move out that much air, which just makes it feel like the air is still trapped inside the gym. And that's what I felt quite badly in the gym, so that's why I sweated like a lot. So yeah, you couldn't basically feel any wind. So yeah, for me, it felt like I didn't really cool off very well. Even if I sat down, I felt like I wasn't cooling off. So for me, it's going to be a 2. So yeah. And now for the last thing, the safety slash safeness. The good things about the safety slash safeness was the safety rules. They were very, very clear. Um, and there was also a children's party, and it was organized basically perfectly. That it was safe to climb and didn't bother other climbers that were climbing in the gym. Also with my filming, filming the boulders in the gym, it also didn't bother. So that was really, really nice. The bad things about the safety slash safeness though is probably the routesetting. Boulders have one single dangerous move, like on the blue 7A plus and the orange 6B plus. Safety rules hanging in the gym don't really matter a lot with this type of routesetting, because it feels like it could go wrong at any time and at any minute. Climbing a boulder and falling is completely random because of the routesetting, which even if you followed the rules can still land you in the hospital. Some boulders have holes sticking out, like the black mystery 6C, but there was also a green 6C, which it was really easy to hit your head. And yeah, the black 6C mystery boulder, you can basically scrape your chest on that hole that's like sticking out, and this can or lead to a injury on your sternum, or it can even break your sternum, which there are some cases that of rocks landing on somebody's sternum and breaking it. And like, how different is it from just scraping to maybe even having that thing literally like sticking into your sternum? Like, what big of a difference does it make? Like, it's not really a big difference, because one, it's just a rock that's falling down, and the other one is just a rock literally like going in. So yeah, for me, it's just going to be a 5. I felt like the safety rules did that people that just started climbing, know what the safety rules are. But on the other side, it's also the routesetting just completely ignores all of the safety rules, it feels like. So you can't really, like, follow the safety rules that well, because the routesetting isn't safe. So yeah. So as you can see, this gym has a lot of 5-star reviews, but also has a lot of 3-star, 2-star, and 1-star reviews. So our first review by Madeline Slootjes basically says that the boulders have quite crimpy holds, which can sometimes you can really feel it in your fingers, and it can definitely like cause some injuries. And there is not that many footholds, and the distance between holds is also quite big. I will be removing 1 point for this review. So our next review is by Esther. She also gave it 2 stars. She says that the gym is very, very cool, a little bit too cool, and it's quite a tiny bouldering gym, and that there really isn't like a lot of different type of like boulders if you go a lot more time than just once. She also says that the training area can also maybe get a little bit more attention. So yeah, with all of this said, I think I'm going to remove 1 point for this one also. So yeah, now our second last review is by Herman. Max grade is 7B. Boulders are not beautifully set, and it looks like they didn't paid a lot of attention into making these boulders fun. And it's only bad holds. I am going to remove 0.5 points because there are some boulders that are graded 7B and higher, but it's definitely not a lot. And it's not only bad holds, and some boulders are quite nicely setted, but it's mostly the overhanging boulders. So yeah, now our last review by Kevin Tao. Grading is inconsistent. Boulders are way harder than other gyms. The boulders have one move that totally don't fit with the boulder. Usually those are also really risky moves, like I also said with the safeties and safeness. And it's also quite injury sensitive, the boulders. It's also really hard to know which grade to climb. I think I'm going to agree completely with this guy, and I'm going to remove 2 points for this review. So yeah, this gym has a total score of a 5.08, so a 5.1. So yeah, I really hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys in the next video, which will be Veldhoven. I will be waiting. So yeah, until then, I'll see you guys later.